Hey, it's Jennifer from Quilting, Stitching, and Kitties. Today I'm going to show you a quick gift bag that you can leave as a bag or you can have handles on it and use it as a mini tote. So let's get started. Okay, what you do is you take two 9-inch by 20 inches fabric. One will be the outside of the bag, one will be the lining. On the outside fabric, put batting on the wrong side and lightly quilt it. Then fold it, the outside part of the bag, right sides together and pin the seams. Okay? Then we're going to cut out two corners. And I'm showing you this on the right side of the lining just because I wanted you to be able to see the little boxes I've marked. So this box is 1.5 inches in from the side seam and 1.25 inches up from the fold. Mark those on the two corners and then cut them out. Those are called box corners. You can make them any size you want, bigger, smaller. The larger you make them, the wider the bottom is on the box. After you've cut them out, then your fabric looks like this. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to sew these side seams together at 1/4 inch. Make sure and back stitch at the top and the bottom. So just go right along these sides and then stop. Both sides of the bag. Do the same thing with the lining, but make sure and turn it right sides together when you do the seam. When you sew the side seams of the lining, it's very important that you leave at least a 3-inch gap and make sure and back stitch up to the gap on both sides because you're going to use that to turn the bag inside out, or right side out, I should say, when you sew it together. Don't forget to do that. I just did and had to take the stitching out. After your side seams are sewn, then we're going to sew together our box corners. Mark your fold with a pin so you know exactly where the fold is. Then take your fingers and sort of spread out this hole and put the pin right where the seam is. So you're going to pinch those together and stitch all the way across. And once you've got them pinched together, this is what they look like. Then stitch across at 1/4 inch, making sure you're catching both sides. I double or triple stitch across there to make sure I've got it all caught. Do that both on the outside part of the bag and on your lining. Okay, if you want to put little straps on the bag, let me show you how to do it. And yes, I did change my clothes. I got hot. So cut 2 strips at 9 inches by 3.5 inches. That will be the outside of the fabric. Then cut 2 5/8 inch by 9 inches pieces of batting. Take your 3.5 inch strips, press it to the center, then take an outside edge, press it to the center line. Do the same thing on the other side. So it looks like this. Then tuck your batting inside, fold down both edges. There you go. Top stitch along the folded edge and along the loose edge, and your straps are ready to go. To put them on your bag, which I've already done, I want you to measure from a side seam 3 inches. And then from the other side seam, 3 inches. So the 3-inch mark is actually, make sure it's clear, the 3-inch mark is right here. You're going to put your strap towards the side seam of the 3-inch mark. 3 inches is here. Put your strap towards the side seam. Sew those on. Make sure your strap isn't twisted at 1/4 inch. That's to secure them before you put the whole bag together. And then same thing on the other side. Okay, let's put the bag together. The bag should be right side out. The lining should be inside out. Take the bag and put it inside the lining, matching your side seams. Then get your side seams together, kind of tuck and pull, and it'll get there. And either pin them or clip them, whichever's easiest, or do both, doesn't matter. And they're going to fit together. You just have to do a little tiny bit of wrangling. No. All right, so now you're going, what do I do with the strap? You take the strap and you put it in between the layers, just like that. Sometimes it gets a little confusing, so just take it and tuck it in between the layers. Remember when I was making masks, I kept messing up the straps. Okay, so I'll add a few more clips. Now, take that to your sewing machine and sew a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around the bag. Once you've sewn all the way around the top of the bag with your 1/2 inch seam allowance, pull your bag through the gap in the lining. You remember that 3-inch gap that you left? And then stitch it off. I just basted this so I can get some matching thread and do it again later. Then take your lining and tuck it inside the bag. No binding required. Now, when you get to this point, because you had a 1/2 inch seam allowance, you have two choices. You can leave a little bit extra and make it sort of look like there's a little bit of binding on top, or you can fold it all down nice and even, whatever way looks better to you, and then top stitch about 1/8 of an inch away to hold everything nice and secure and give your bag a finished look. And is that cute or what? Man, I'm going to have a hard time giving this one away. But that was my plan. So that's it. I think that the video probably takes longer than it takes to make the entire bag. And my suggestion always is when you do something new, make one and then make another one right away, because the second one will be so much easier and your brain has now got it ingrained. So there you go. A quick gift bag for Christmas, for the holidays, for Hanukkah, whatever kind of fabric you want. Valentine's Day would be a good one to practice on. So, thanks again for watching. Good to see you. Take care. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll be back, I don't know, soon, just with another video. Let me know if you're happy with the tutorials and if there's anything else that you need. I'd love the suggestions. Thank you. Take care. Sherlock says bye.